You better be in the house when them street lights come on. Ain't that what your mama used to tell you? But I bet you when she told you to stay out the streets, she had no idea that the YouTube streets would take over the world. Uncle Juice, public figure Boogie, Baby Down So Raw, Detroit Gossip, and the most dangerous voice in Detroit, Dogface TV.
Bitch, I talk more shit than Dogface.
They running shit from coast to coast. Welcome to the Danger Zone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. My name is Dogface Calderon. I'm the representative of the YouTube street. Shout out to my whole panel. Shout out to the whole squad, baby. They're all so raw. Uncle Juice, public figure Boogie, Detroit Gossip. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, listen. Y'all know that when I get on my shit, that is going to be a problem. My next guest, and he's not even a guest because he already family, right? I don't give a fuck who don't like him. I don't give a fuck who got a problem with him. Y'all can all SMD. This is my new brother from another mother. He's also a bomb threat around this motherfucker. Hey, my man DZ.
What's poppin'?
GB, TV in the building. What's the word with y'all?
What's poppin'? What's poppin', Dogface?
Hey, listen, it's my honor to have you here, man. Shout out to my homie, big homie CC. Now, listen, let me tell you a story of how this happened, just in case people are trying to figure out, right? So, several people contacted me over the last couple of days, and they said, hey, listen, man, you need to link up with DZ. DZ, he like Bin Laden on this shit. When he come through, he leaving a catastrophe behind him with all facts. See, because there's a difference between podcasters and YouTubers and personalities. There's different levels. There's levels to this shit. Everybody not operating on the same level. You have the talented 10th, and then you have everybody else, right? They say DZ is a part of the talented 10th. When you go over there, you're gonna be a problem. DZ, what's the word with you, man? Welcome. How you feel, brother?
Everything Taheed, man. I appreciate you having me. And we definitely want to make sure that we air out that weirdo that's around here putting fake paperwork all on the internet and got people believing the BS because he got the opportunity to go on platforms like Academics, Adam 22, Vlad, Trap Lord Ross, and just lie on people.
Okay, DZ. So let me ask you a couple of questions first, right? So let's try to be as fair as we possibly can. Because DZ, maybe we are too hard on Cash McElroy Jones, aka I call him Wackisha. I don't know what you call him, but I call him Wackisha because it's funny and it's appropriate because he's a very feminine acting person, right? So maybe we're DZ. Let's play devil's advocate here first. Are we being too hard on Wack? Are we judging his behavior, his disposition, his tactics? Are we judging are we judging him too harshly, or are we right fucking on the money with this shit? Because I'm not feeling like we're judging him too harshly, but I just want to throw it out just for the appearance of fairness.
Hey, listen, bro. We just breaking it down real rap. Wack been on the internet lying consistently. That's all he do. There is no truth in that brother. That brother sit there and put a narrative on people, spin the lies, and he's, made his way around these major platforms on some BS by lying. And they know he lying, but he's entertaining at the same time, but he's a liar and a manipulator. And, people pay attention, but we definitely ain't holding back nothing on him. And we just being fair. Fair is fair. You lying, you manipulating, you trying to put bad bones on people, you need to be exposed. Fake ass exposure.
Right. So let me just tell you where I'm coming from, just so we're on the same page, right? I started off by asking that question because I wanted to set a tone, right? Just so we're on the same page. I wanted to set a tone because I didn't want people to think that we were just on some bashing of the black man type of shit, right? Let me tell you why I have a problem with him, and then you tell me if I am on point or not. Oftentimes in the world of YouTube, or just in the world of we're modern day journalists, right? You have more people who tap in with YouTube than they do CNN, Fox, or MSNBC now, right? They get the news from subscribing to or just going by and perusing the YouTube streets, trying to figure out what's going on about anything, whether it's entertainment, sports, politics, or what have you, right? In my opinion, based on just observing Wack and how he gets down and the people that he chooses to associate himself with, in my opinion, just based on what I have seen, right? Wack 100, he's more dangerous to the black community based on how he uses his platform and how he's weaponized his platform to specifically go at black people in the world of entertainment. And most of the black people in the world of entertainment, those are they are somebody's heroes for the most part. Should they be? We can argue that, but for the most part, he has earned a living and he's made his bones in the YouTube streets by targeting and attacking people. And I'm saying, DZ, that he's more dangerous than a Adam 22, Vlad TV, and a 1090 Jake all combined. And the reason why I say that is because he looks just like us. So we give him the benefit of the doubt, and he has an automatic pass. He has an automatic entrance into all things black, even though he's moving like, I'm gonna use a religious term, he is, I ain't gonna even, he's moving like Satan. I'll just put it like that. He's traveling with a deception. See, the difference between the devil and Satan is that the devil was just rebellious against God. Okay, all's well. Satan is a heightened sense of devilishment because Satan, he used his power and influence to cause other people to stray from the path of God as well, or from the righteous path as well. So Wack 100 is more dangerous than Vlad, Vlad TV, Adam 22, and 1090 Jake, because he looks just like us. I've never seen him attack an issue about politics. I've never seen him talk about anything that was helpful or insightful. He's always gravitated, in my opinion, towards the most negative aspect of what it means to be black and use whatever power or influence that he has to try to destroy and tear people down. Am I off base? Is that fair? Have I went too far?
That's facts, and that's all he does. He just targets black people, and it's if something go on with the white people, he overlook it. He not gonna say anything about any other nationality. It's solely black people, and to destroy their character, all the legends that we know that stamped the game. He goes back and makes up false allegations on them to try to make them look a certain way so that it can bring a light to him. He want to stay relevant, and he'll do anything to be relevant, no matter if it's assassinating your character, lying on you, making fake paperwork. And this is what he's known for, but at the same time trying to make it look like he's a real individual when we can all see that he's fufafi, straight up.
So I've had an eventful, the past 24 hours for me has been eventful. Shout out to DJ Academics. And shout out to Ack. Shout out to Ack, because Ack brought me up on this platform. Shout out to T Grizzly for making connecting the dots between Ack and myself. Let me just fast forward and just give you some details so we have a point of reference. I got a phone call yesterday from T Grizzly and DJ Academics, a FaceTime. And T Grizzly asked me to kind of like go over the facts with Academics as it specifically relates to the paperwork that Wack 100 is alleging is true, is accurate about T Grizzly being a snitch or having snitched on Tony Johnson, aka Tony the Tattletale, aka Big Crip, Avalon Crip, Baby Shooter. And I'm saying that with all the respect I can muster for the Crips, because I don't want the Crips. I've got all kind of DMs, you disrespecting the Crips and you're going at the Crips and it's not fair. Hey, listen, Hey, Crips in California. For the life of me, I don't understand why y'all so mad at everybody else other than the people who are supposed to be representing y'all set. For the life of me, I don't understand why y'all so mad at everybody except the people who are purporting to be members of y'all set. I'm confused as to why y'all mad at everybody else except the members of your own set. And I'm also confused about how so many Crips, maybe you can help me with this, DZ. How is it that so many Crips are falling under the spell of Wack 100? How is it? What's going on there? Because Wack is a Pyro, or at least he claims Pyro. So I want to know, why is it that so many Crips are finding themselves under the thumb or under the boot of Wack 100? And I want to know that once they do get under the thumb or the gaze of Wack 100, why aren't more Crips who have credibility, since we talked about gang culture, why aren't more Crips standing up and saying something about the Crips who find themselves operating in close proximity with Wack 100 at the detriment of other Crips? Because Loose Cannon was big Crip, neighborhood Crip. And Wack 100 used the information that Loose Cannon knew about Big U to walk Big U straight into a motherfucking indictment. And I'm saying that.
I agree. Now, I think that, the Crips that do involve themselves with Wack, they want an opportunity. They think that Wack is an opportunity and that he's going to put them on a whole nother level. When it comes down to it, Wack is only lining the Crips up. His main goal, I think, my opinion, allegedly, Wack is with the gang task force. And his objective is the Crips, because the Pirus, they didn't reached out and told me Wack isn't a Piru. He hollers Piru, 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 and none of the Pirus accept him. And just recently, last week, one of his homies, Lil John, was out there with the Pirus, and they stepped to him and said Wack needs to come and get disciplined for all the BS that he's been doing on the internet. And we need to talk to him about this. He got to get put off because he's making the card look crazy. They don't respect Wack. The Pirus, Bloods, they don't respect him. But Wack understand that he got a voice on the internet and they're not on the internet. So he portrays this image as if he has all these connections, but the people that he's screaming that he with, they not with him. And the Crips is looking for opportunities. So he's able to get next to these certain Crips. And I'm not saying all of the Crips, but it's certain Crips that are looking for an opportunity because Wack has light and they want to have light, and they get around and think that he's solid and he line them up.
Hey, DZ, but there have been so many examples in plain sight where Wack has demonstrated his genuine nature, right? There's been so many examples that there's been so many examples of him being anything other or anything other than solid.
Let me say this real quick, dog face. You know what it is? They think that they're different. This is how people be thinking when niggas be out there snitching and lining people up. The people that go mess with these same individuals, they think that, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I'm going to be the one that can get through and elevate because it can't happen to me. And it always ends up happening to them people the exact same way.
So listen, are you saying that grown men who are supposed to be gang affiliated, who are supposed to be walking, talking gangsters, who probably been getting in trouble since they was 2.5 years old, are you telling me that these seasoned gangsters, that they can't use, that they lack the psychological acumen to be able to see that this motherfucker is no good for them. Are you telling me that?
Hey, listen, I think some of them are like, remedial, but I think some of them just gang goofy. Like, come on, bro. You a grown man. You can see that this nigga's lining everybody up. He's putting everybody in a compromising situation. He talking heavy to people like he gonna get down when he see them. And then soon as it get real, just like the situation outside of No Jumper, when that situation happened, Wack orchestrated everything. Kick loose Cannon's foot, line them bulls up to do what happened. And then when the indictment came down, man, I ain't do nothing. Loose Cannon is the devil. That nigga went on DJ Vlad's show and said Loose Cannon was the devil. When he was out, they both called into my show talking heavy, like they like that. And this is what's going to happen out here if you run up on us. But soon as the indictment came down for Big U, Wack fell back and said, man, that wasn't me. I didn't tell him to do that. When that man started doing what he doing, I just was like, man, they defenseless. Why y'all doing this? It just turned into, I didn't have a part of it. And this is what he do with everybody. He gets you hyped up, put you in these compromising positions, have people, different gangs and sets going at each other, start the fire, and then sit in the corner and act like he ain't do nothing.
And once the police come on set, he pulls the rug from underneath them and allows them to slip and slide all over the floor. But Deezy, listen, bro, this is a serious conversation. I want everybody who I know who knows you says that you're a serious person and you're a heavy thinker, right? So I'm going to proceed forward with you just like that, Deezy, brother. So how about learning from history? How in the world do we have, after Loose Cannon, right? How do we have Crips when they watch how he utilized Loose Cannon to gather intel? Because there's pieces of intelligence that Wack couldn't get because he's not inside either branch of the Crip organization, right? So we know that it's the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But I want you to tell me, how is it that Loose Cannon, how is it that he did not understand that while he was telling these stories? So listen, we know that Wack's his whole get down starts with Clubhouse, right? He took Clubhouse and he activated Clubhouse in he weaponized his Clubhouse other side of the whatever the fuck to call that whole ass shit. He weaponized that shit to drum up a grassroots level of support for all messy whole ass fuck ass shit, right? Then after from Clubhouse, he graduates to Instagram, where he uses one of his mindless drones, like a Christopher Lovejoy, to help push and promote certain shit. After he garners a little attention on social media vis-a-vis Instagram, he then graduates to his Exposures podcast on YouTube. And in his mind, by the time he does that and puts that shit on his panel, he should have piqued the curiosity of a Adam 22, of a Trap Lord Ross, of a Sadie Nash. And then once he goes there, he hopes it will be elevated towards a Vlad TV. And if he's really lucky, he can go to the top of totem pole and go right to fucking academics. Why can't people see and understand that what's happening is, it's like Donald Trump with this nigga. This nigga's like, don't believe none of what the fuck you see. Ignore all the facts, ignore all the evidence, ignore everything about this motherfucker. It tells you that he's a proverbial piece of shit. Ignore all that shit and just run with this nigga who we all know is totally flawed. You telling me these niggas who gangsters and gangbangers can't figure this shit out?
Hey, man, I just think really, though, they looking for opportunities and they like willing to sacrifice the fall, and they're gonna fall every time because Wack is not allowing nobody to elevate off of him and over him intentionally. If you go at Wack, you're gonna get a different results. If you join Wack, you're gonna fail. Look at all Wack's artists. Every artist that dealt with Wack, their career is in the basement. They can't elevate next to Wack. Wack is the individual that just has a bad juju with him. He's gonna mess everything up for you. And these people, they act like they don't see it until it's them. And I'm like, everybody's experiencing the same exact thing. Everybody. And it's intentionally to the Crips. You know, and what I did learn from Gene Deal, right?
It's gotta be intentional.
Listen, and what I learned from Gene Deal, right? Wack went to a boat trip or something, and his wife went with him, and the Crips, they was on her ass, right? And they was all up on her having a ball, and they said Wack ain't say nothing. Big U is a Crip. You know, certain people, I think he just envies them. So, you know, his target is the people that he envies.
So listen, I just want to pick your brain for a second if I can.
I'm with you, man. I'm here for it.
Okay, so listen. So, of course, when you subscribe to the philosophies of the 48 laws of power and all the Edomite teachings like the art of war, art of deception, right? Of course, if you subscribe to those philosophies, right? Of course, you're looking at everything and everybody as if they are tools to be used to exact revenge or to produce the result that you want to see happen, no matter what the cause or what the destruction or what the chaos or what chaos happens as it happens, as long as you get to your end game. You use people like pawns. So are you telling me that Loose Cannon, I call him Loose Lips, by the way, right?
That's what he is.
Yeah, Loose Lips Cannon. So you telling me that, so we watched Wack take Loose on Clubhouse. Then we watched Wack elevate Loose from Clubhouse to Instagram and then to the Exposure show and then onto No Jumper. And then he put him in front of Vlad. I mean, excuse me, he put it.
Not Vlad.
Academics.
Not Vlad. Academics and Adam.
And Adam, right? So this.
Yeah.
So are you telling me that Loose Cannon was so stupid and so slowed down and so LD and so ADHD that he didn't understand that as he was telling the story about how Big U was sitting in the parking lot while he and the rest of his Crips were in the club taking Meek Mills hostage, holding him against the wheel with a threat of physical violence, all strapped with firearms. And they called Rick Ross and said, if you don't come with 50 grand right now, we gonna kill him. And when they asked him, well, where was Big U? Oh, Big U was in the parking lot. When we do plays like this, we run these kind of plays, Big U be somewhere close around because he's the one that's gonna actually collect the money and then distribute it to us. Are you telling me that this nigga Loose Cannon wasn't wise enough to understand that, hey, I might not want to tell this story because in order for me to tell this story, I have to admit culpability. I have to admit that I played a role in at least 5 different crimes in this story. You telling me, DZ, that this grown-ass man didn't understand that was a problem?
Now, I think Loose Cannon is definitely slow, right? And I'm going to say this. I think the Meek Mills situation was fufafi. I really do. I don't think that happened with Meek Mills. I think that with the Dale situation, because Dale called into my show before. I had Dale on the phone, the guy that is the victim one in the Big U case. I had him on the line. You know, Loose Cannon and them niggas was robbing Dale consistently. Okay, they was running on, and he goes on a major platform and implicates other people. He's naming people that was with him. He's naming Big U. He's doing all this for notoriety, but Wack 100 is the one pushing him to do this, to tell him, yo, this gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on, do this. But it was instructed by them people so that they can have the evidence in the case. Because if you pay attention to that case, that evidence is a key factor of Loose Cannon corroborating. And then at the same time, Wack 100 got on the line, right? And I'm gonna play that too in a second to let you hear it. Wack 100 got on the line, and when he got on the line, he had Dale, Loose Cannon, and him. And he admits to having both of them all on the line and Loose Cannon saying enough information and implicating that he did these crimes against Dale. And then Wack 100 made Loose Cannon put it up on his own YouTube channel of the conversation that he was talking to victim one about robbing him for Big U. You know, Big U made me do this and I ain't want to do that. And they really put this on YouTube, and the feds used that. They used Wack lining him up to go up there and talk and everything against him. And Loose Cannon wanted to be famous so bad. And y'all know Loose Cannon made his name from somebody that's already a producer, already established, tried to take that man's accolades and make it look like it was him. And Wack stood behind it because he knew the mission was, we got to line Big U up, because Wack is scared of Big U. They intimidated a Big U. You know what I'm saying? You know, Wack was like a flunky for Big U. He was paying Big U's rent and shit like that. So it was like he's a scared dude, but he was trying to buy his way around these different gang members and exposing himself now, as we see at the same time. Goofy dude. But I want to let y'all hear this, right? While we on here, I want to let y'all hear Wack 100, right? On this line. You got to hear this one up, Dogface. I don't know if you heard this yet, but you got to hear this. Wack 100 is literally admitting that he had the victim one, Loose Cannon, and himself on the line. And he says Loose Cannon is messed. He screwed up because he went on there and talked too much, right? And he said that it's recorded. And he said the phone was tapped. But Wack's phone is hot. Now, I'm going to say this real quick before I play this, right? I went, you know, one day I was searching phone numbers, right? Mm-hmm. And I looked Wack's number up. And I looked a couple other phone numbers up to see where they was and if they was really them people, right?
Right.
It was really themselves. I put Wack number in there. It broke the system. It said, whoop. It shut the whole system down. And I said, oh yeah, this phone right here, it got unlimited storage. It's on record all the time. And that phone is given to him from them people, from what I think, because nobody has that much storage in their phone straight up. But I want y'all to hear this though. Let me let y'all hear this. Hold up. And I'm going to play this too, Dolph. I want to play these two things. They real short though. Yeah, of Wack saying that he provides the straps to the Crips so that they can knock each other off. Yeah. So I'm gonna play both of them, man. I gotta let you hear this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all. You know we appreciate all y'all.
Subscribe. And shout out to everybody who. So you already had a super chat, right? They came in, they donated some money to you, bro. So we want to acknowledge
appreciate it.
Yeah, you had a super chat that came in right off the bell. You get money right off the bell. You get a super chat coming right off the bell.
Appreciate that. Let me put this up there, bro.
I know the nigga personally. I know Victim One. I know him. Did business with him. He was just on my phone. Yeah, I know him. I know the nigga. Nigga named Dale. They call him Monster. Nigga do read the script screen, he book shows. I know the nigga. Now Loose is all the way up. Loose up because they was both just on my phone in October. And Dale was working all the way up into March 15th. March 14th. Which lets me know when they was having that phone call, Dale's phone was hot. So yes, I got the whole call. Call up. It's bad business. I said and thought about it. I said, and them niggas just called me in October. Twice. October 14th, October 15th. And these niggas was having this conversation. Dale said he had to turn himself in December. He said, what? Big U's hot. He working. I'm not going to lie. He admitted it. I worked it. I told him Big U been extorting me. That nigga. Wack, when I did business with you, it was real business. Even when I owed your people, sat down to me and it was fair business. We made a deal, we negotiated, you shook hands, you left. You left me with the people. Whenever I sent you money to deliver orders, you always deliver. But these niggas want to come over here playing with me, right? And him and Luz got to talking about whatever they was talking about. And thinking about it is like, yeah, this is going to turn out up because they was just on my phone in October and Dale and Luz Cannon was wide open with their conversation.
Now you hear that? He's saying that he got the recorded call that the feds got that's tapped, and it's him on the phone with the whole call, and this is why Loose Cannon's in trouble. And he say that the feds never wanted to talk to him about nothing.
That is virtually impossible. If you're not working, if you ain't hot yourself, there's no way the feds wouldn't be interested in having a conversation with you, because it appears as if you're a facilitator.
And then listen, he also remembers the dates. October 14th and 15th.
The dates.
You remember these
dates
from last year? The exact dates they was on the phone. See, Wack reveals himself in so many ways, but I know a lot of people on the internet, it's like hard for them to understand. So it takes people like us to be able to break it down so that they can understand it. But some of them still won't get it because they're like, lost, and they don't want to believe who he is. But so let's continue to do that.
Two things though. Here's another thing, DZ. So what I think is a part of this is that so Wack has entered into the YouTube streets, and people who look to YouTube as a source of information, I think they assign a level of credibility and a level of legitimacy to Wack that he doesn't deserve. And I think that people, instead of doing their background checks, instead of properly vetting them, I think that people just listen to people who they think sounds sweet to their ear, right? And Wack 100 has never been a man of principle. It's from his time coming in with Death Row. He's never been a man of principle or man of honor like he's trying to present himself now. And most of the OGs that he came up with, they either don't fuck with him or they don't fuck with him.
Let me say this real quick, Dogface. I gotta say this. When Wack was running around with Suge Knight, Suge used to have Wack sit in the parking lot and watch the car. Wack wasn't even allowed to enter. He was how Wack tell niggas that, he got decorated niggas. That Wack could get online and yell out, my niggas is in the back decorated. That was Wack 100 when he was running around with Suge. That nigga was decorated in the parking lot.
Whoa. But when Wack 100 tells a story about his Death Row affiliation, he's telling the story from the role of a bodyguard or an enforcer, or just like he really tied in with the day-to-day operations of Death Row. That's a story he's trying to make. The general public believes that Wack 100 was some type of enforcer for Death Row, a mover, a shaker, a force that had to be like a lieutenant or something. You telling me that ain't true?
Nah, he was a peon nigga that just was running around with the other niggas. He wasn't no soldier as running the ship. I'm at the front. Suge Knight had the little nigga around because he had a mouth. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga wasn't no pressure to nothing. He went bad. He went sour. And you see how he talk about Suge now. He talk about Big U. These were the niggas that he looked up, how they used to stomp through California. And he wanted to have that. So, he made his way around them straight up to try to like be a part of it. But soon as they went down and he helped niggas go down, he act like I'm the big dog. The internet mentally made him feel like he was something. And he's dealing with a whole bunch of people on Clubhouse that don't got anything going on. So they going, yes, Manning, every time he says something, make him feel superior. But when he talked to somebody like you or I, that shit don't hold no weight. And it mentally plays on him. Straight up.
Deezy. So listen, when we talk about Wack 100, right? We have to talk about him from the position of being an influencer, right? I've been very, very critical of gangs in California as of late because of what I see happening from a YouTube perspective, specifically because of what's going on with No Jumper, right? And I told myself that I wasn't going to be hypercritical of Adam 22 and what I call modern day Jerry Springer shit going on over there, No Jumper, right? I said I wasn't going to be hypercritical of that. You know why? And I told myself I wasn't going to call Adam a culture vulture. And I said I wasn't going to call Vlad a culture vulture, nor Chinati Jake. You know why? Even though they feed off of the worst part of the black culture, they wouldn't have a meal if it were not for niggas filling their plate up for them. If it wasn't for niggas being niggas and allowing themselves to be led by their nose, then they wouldn't have a job. They wouldn't have a platform. So it is our fault. So I want to say that for the listening audience. We wouldn't have these issues.
I agree.
If it were not for our insatiable appetite to see the worst part of us on display for the world to see. We more concerned with this shit than we are with what's going on the geopolitical stage. But that's a whole nother subject, right? So I want to play something for you, right? Before we even get into the whole T Grizzly situation. You got time?
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm rocking. I got all day.
I just want to make sure. Okay, so listen. I want to respect your time. So before the Big U indictment happened, I remember that this was last Christmas. It was last Christmas. It's not even a year ago. I remember seeing a story where a U-Haul truck full of Christmas toys valued at approximately 40 grand came up missing. It was reported stolen from in front of one of Big U's properties, right? So when I saw the story, I felt I was getting ready to send some money to the GoFundMe because come on, man. Even though I don't subscribe to the whole Christmas thing, a lot of black people, that's all the hope they get, young kids. So I get it, even though that's not my bag, right? Right. So just before, true story, no exaggeration, just before I was gonna send maybe $100, I send $100 out quick, right? Anything look legit. I saw an interview. It was Loose Cannon and Wack 100 were interviewing a neighborhood Crip by the name of Blue. And in the interview, this guy, Blue, who is a Crip, an active member, a person who was affiliated with Big U up until this point, he told a story about how Big U hired him and another Crip to steal the U-Haul truck full of Christmas toys and take them and hide them. And the play was that Big U was going to report it stolen, and then they're going to start a GoFundMe, and they were going to take cash donations to supposedly replace the stolen toys from the Christmas truck, right? So I'm listening to the interview. So I'm like, what is this? Okay, I had no idea that the person who they were interviewing, this Blue guy, was telling the story of how Big U convinced him and somebody else to steal the truck full of toys, and then they were supposed to get paid on the back end. So then as I'm continuing to listen to the story, this guy, Blue, who's a Crip from the same set that Big U is from, he's talking about how disgruntled he is because he didn't get paid for his participation in the theft. So I remember, and this is a fast forward, I'm gonna jump backwards. So one of the things that Wack 100 is saying, because he's always trying to articulate what is snitching and what ain't snitching, and if you do this and you do that, it's snitching with no questions asked. So I said to myself, I remember that recording. So I went to looking and digging, right? And this is what I found. This is Wack 100 and Loose Cannon interviewing a neighborhood Crip by the name of Blue, who is articulating the story about the theft and everything that happened with the school, with the Christmas toys that came up missing from the U-Haul truck that was parked in front of Big U's house. Let's listen to this, DZ, and you tell me what you think.
I don't think it's ready for that. Hey, you're not ready for this.
Oh, wait. All I can say is...
R&B, you witness. I'm at home chilling.
Yeah.
Phone ring.
And you got the content.
I say, whoa. Now I'm at home chilling. I'm chilling. Me and R&B going over this, this reality show I'm trying to put together for us. Now, that's a great deed by Big U. You know what I'm saying? They stole the truck. I guess they say from in front of his house, $40,000 of toys, and he was able to somehow put it back together. Got cash donations and took the cash and went and brought the toys again. Okay, 3 seconds later, let her rip, A-Rod.
But didn't y'all bring back the toys in another truck, right?
Yeah, we brought back the toys in the truck and all that. Brought them back to him. That nigga ain't gave us nothing he was talking about. Now he been ducking our calls.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Like, we would have never even done that if he wasn't going to hold up on his end of the deal.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to tell Wack is on here, too. So at the end of the day, it's like, we ain't going to put it out, but it is clarity that he just doing some more scumbag shit. You get what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you what I'm scared of, man. I need you to really listen to me. Hear me. I know this man a different way. I know we ran 17 years, so I know that y'all didn't see. Bro, that will feed you to them people. Like, I need you to really think about what I'm saying, bro.
So whatever, Blue, you hear him?
Hell yeah. Listen to me. His contracts are predicated on his performance, meaning he got to give them a certain amount of things for them to keep paying. Right? So I'm telling you, the nigga call you, he had your, where was it at? At his crib over there on 62nd? Yeah. Right? So he had y'all pull up, snatch the truck, but I'm going to tell you,
this Goofy put the keys on the dashboard for them to take it.
See, and that's where it's going to explode on him, because they're going to ask him where the keys at, where the keys to the U-Haul. You're not going to leave the keys to the U-Haul in the U-Haul. And you got a Goofy. You got a thing full of toys in the back. So what did he do? So what did he do with the toys eventually? Did he have niggas? I see the play back. They not take everything back. We didn't do nothing with them. We supposed to bring the truck back in there, so we brought everything back. You brought the truck back where?
Not the U-Haul truck. They got the other truck and they brought them back. With the
so you had them snatch the U-Haul, take it somewhere. Yeah. He get the money, raise the money. Go ahead, bro. He had to ditch the U-Haul, and then we brought him back in the different truck with the toys and all this. And but people were sending these cash donations.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to break y'all off some of the money.
Yeah.
And now they ain't answering. But what? If he know he had y'all come get the truck from in front of his crib, he know y'all know where he at, right? Yeah, but he don't think he can be touched. That's the problem. Huh? Y'all know y'all saying over there, you ain't a rolling 60 until you what? he can't believe that.
He's a police. See,
Well,
they didn't understand that all the stuff that we've been saying about this.
So wait, how much money
young
was supposed? How much money you collected? About 30, they say? 40?
About like 40 bands.
And what he supposed to give y'all?
So he said he was gonna throw us like half of it.
And the nigga ain't answer.
Nah.
I can force him to pay you. All I gotta do is send him a text. All I gotta do is send him a text and say, I'm looking to holler at such and such, and he gonna jump. He gonna give y'all the money.
Yeah, but I think that H.A. Blue, if you don't mind, we're going to record this conversation. I'm not even going to lie to you. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to put it out. Just to show them how of a scumbag.
We're recording this conversation. Thanks for telling me 10 minutes into the conversation that we are going to record the conversation, as if you haven't been recording the conversation the entire time. And then you're telling him that he's going to put it out to embarrass him. No, nigga, you ain't putting it out to embarrass him. You're putting it out to serve as a blueprint for criminal discovery.
You know it. Running the play the way they ran that play and sitting there coaching the nigga to say certain things.
Okay, so 8 Trey Blue. So he 8 Trey rolling crip. Okay.
He is.
Let's get him paid first. Let's get him paid first. I'm going to send the nigga a text and say, yo, boy, I'm going to go get him the money. As soon as I find it.
Yeah, but H.K. Blue talking about he don't even want the money no more because he want to do something. So because he got played with.
Well, I can respect that too.
So 8 Trey Blue says, nah, Wack, skip the money. Forget the fact that you did the whole thing to get money. You don't want the money no more, according to Loose Cannon, based on what 8 Trey Blue is saying. Fuck the money. I want to do something because I felt played. That is the precursor for laying the foundation down to a motherfucking hit.
Crazy.
In retaliation, let's keep on going.
Crazy work.
Yeah, so he don't want the money, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you, cuz like I've been telling y'all that cuz be doing this. So on NHC, like bro, you just have to just, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but at the end of the day, it's like cuz it's a snake.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. So I know you probably gonna be uncomfortable.
That right there is different. I can't believe. Yo, bro, let me ask you a question. What made that? I know y'all didn't come up with the play. He just called y'all with the play. To steal the story.
You hear it?
So what is it? So that last question. It took if you were trying to find some type of motherfucking explanation, if you were looking for an explanation or looking for a justification to try to confuse what we're hearing, hey, it sounded like to me, forgive me if I'm wrong, DZ, that somebody was telling him, ask this question this way.
Of course. He was coached through that whole thing.
He was coached through the whole thing. This is important. Let me finish this off and let's see how it ends. I think it's going to end with a bang. Watch this.
He told us if we want to make a couple racks real quick, a few racks. He's supposed to do this. He had a little job for us. We did the job he was supposed to do and see our money get.
And the job was to steal the U-Haul full of the Christmas toys.
And Wack finished his sentence for him. And the job was to steal the U-Haul truck full of Christmas toys.
They coached this man to say these things, to paint a picture against Big U. And they wanted it to be loud so the feds can hear it as well. At the same time, Wack is lining loose up. He's setting all this stuff. Wack is he playing too many different sides of this shit. Straight up.
Too many different sides is nasty work.
Yeah, it's like you want to be a gangster.
Listen, so when I hear this though, DZ, when I hear this, I'm saying to myself, how underdeveloped and how seriously miseducated is 8 Trey Blue to be talking on the phone with all the movies we've seen about talking on the phone and talking about criminal activity. If you know where Big U is, if you have access to him, you know where he lives at. Why? And you gonna do something if you like that. Yeah, and I'm not saying he's not. Why engage in the conversation about it with people who had nothing to do with it whatsoever? I'm lost.
So you can give the information to the public so that I guess the people can hear it, but at the same time, you want to draw that attention to Big U. And they put this all together. But at the same time, it was like to draw the attention to Big U, to paint the picture of him doing something criminal and, getting the truck stolen. And it was just a whole bunch of BS, foo-faffy jokers, man. We all can see this shit, man. Yeah. Crazy work, though. Wack, he show us, man, consistently. And I know he's able to fool a lot of people on the internet. I hope, some people can wake up eventually, because you can't win going to do anything with Wack. He's always going to throw you under the bus. He's always going to make sure that you look bad in the situation. If it benefits him, that's temporarily. But at the end, you going to look like the bad one. And I'm going to tell you, being real, anybody that deals with Wack at this point, I don't even feel sorry for him.
Watch this, easy. So listen, the comments, in the comments. So listen, I never thought about it like this. So what the fuck is Big U doing with 8 Trey when he's rolling 60s? And the 8 Treys, they're both Crips, don't get along with the 60s. So why would Big U go over yonder to get some motherfuckers who are not under his control, not under his influence, not under his purview? His OGs ain't they OGs, so you have no real control over their activities. Why would he go over there? The chat just said, aha! That was one of them motherfucking Clubhouse motherfuckers who they got to say this to make it appear as if the 8. So these niggas are COINTELPRO.
That's what they are.
No regular shit.
Nah, it ain't no regular shit. It's definitely some next level shit. And these things been going on for a long time, but it's just now Wack is showing us because he's in the internet with it and he's just blatantly doing it. You're not going to see nobody lead with violence and say the feds never come talk to him, especially if you are a public figure. They love taking public figures down. They not going to let you run around the internet like that and threaten to unalive people for $1,500 and all of this stuff, and they never want to have a conversation with you.
So listen, so Loose Cannon and Wack 100, they have somebody on the line who's identified as 8 Trey Blue. And 8 Trey Blue is telling the story of how he traveled, he and somebody else traveled into Rolling 60s hood to steal a U-Haul truck full of toys in front of Big U, who is big 60s, who the boogeyman of all ganglandom as far as Crips is concerned. He the one orchestrating all these robberies, all these shootings, all of these kidnappings, all these extortion plays. So we have somebody from 8 Trey gonna come over to Big U neighborhood, to his house, no doubt, which is certainly under somebody's watchful eye, because Big U is a prominent figure, and steal a U-Haul truck. And he's gonna come back and tell a story that he did it incriminating himself and the whole 8 Trey posse. For what? What was the gain for him to do that? What was Wack? Oh, I don't want the money. Fuck you mad for it then. I want to get back because he violated me. Bro, these niggas just ran a 007 MI6 operative backdoor bait and switch and put.
Yo, crazy, man. You know, these dudes be definitely, perping, man. And Wack is one of them guys, man. Straight just lying for content, manipulating. They just putting anything together, at the same time, he's making sure that he's loud for the feds, man. That's how I see it. I see that he's being loud for them people to hear it. This is why I tell anybody that, get into it with Wack, never, ever, ever threaten him. Even if Wack threatens you, don't say nothing threatening to him, because then you give him leverage. I feel like they give him the ability to do it.
Of course, when you acting as an agent, provocateur, don't forget agent, right? Provocateur. Your job is to go in and to destabilize as much as this so-called perceived criminal organization from as high up as possible and knock shit down. That's your job. He's not just an agent. He's the agent provocateur. This nigga is like CIA.
Next level shit.
This ain't no regular, bro. The level of deception and the level of planning and orchestration that we are seeing right before our eyes, this shit ain't no LAPD shit. This shit is some Fetty Gov shit. This ain't no bumbling ass Three Stooges cop shit from the LA Sheriff Department or for the LAPD. The LAPD just gonna beat your ass and rob you of your civil rights. They're not launching no motherfucking clandestine operation like this. This ain't no motherfucking local law enforcement deal. This is some federal level shit. Yeah. Phones and conversations and walking people into telling stories about criminal activity, grand larceny, murder, kidnapping. That ain't normal.
Ain't normal at all.
That ain't normal. So listen, I want to tap into this whole T Grizzly thing now. Have you been keeping track of what's going on with the whole Wack 100 revealing the paperwork on T Grizzly thing?
Yeah, I checked it out, and I seen it. The paperwork was definitely foo-faffy, and he really tried to push the line until it was time to really produce it. And then I also heard him say that he was gonna get the lawyer to send him the paperwork, and we all know it don't work like that. A lawyer has attorney-client privileges, and they're not gonna send you some paperwork, especially of a case that hasn't even been made.
Hey, Deezy. So listen, this is why I'm mad at Wack, right? I'm mad at Wack because he playing with our motherfucking emotions, Deezy. I'm just gonna tell you that right here. So on the screen, this is the first level of paperwork that Wack 100 said that he received from Tony the Tattletale Johnson, aka Gangster Avalon Crip Shooter. As soon as I saw this, and Christopher Lovejoy, who's one of Wack 100's secret lovers, is one of his bosom buddies. Now, Deezy, you are a man of extensive research. When you saw this go up, what were your first thoughts when you had the opportunity to review the document?
I instantly knew it was foo-faffy. You seen it from the door. It's like, hold up. This stuff don't look right. Ain't no seal on it. It's nothing. It's typed up. And this is what these people are doing, man. They typing up work and putting it out there, acting like it's real, man.
Let me tell you what I saw when I saw it, DZ. I saw it, listen, before I read one word, I looked at the overall structure of the document. The structure before I read anything. And I said, wait a minute, this is not structurally correct in terms of a police investigation report they've taken from the scene of a crime. It's not structured like this. Before I even got into any of the wordplay, right? When I got into the wordplay, it was worse with the mispronounced, with the bad punctuation, the misspelled words, and all that jazz. And then, if this is a copy, DZ, if this is a copy, will you tell me if this is a copy, how in the hell is the investigation? Look at the top of the sheet, DZ.
Yeah.
Look at the top of the sheet, right up here. If this is a copy, why is investigation in bold print and the rest of it is in dark font? If it's a copy, it'd be all the same complexion, wouldn't it?
Yeah, listen, definitely. They do a bad job at fabricating this stuff, man. And it's like they get caught every time.
DZ, I want you to know, brother, that when I saw this document, the first thing I did is I contacted an organization called Watch the Watchers. The Watch the Watchers organization is the police advocacy and watchdog group that was put in place during the Rodney King era. Okay. And the Watch the Watchers organization is specifically designed to make sure that police misconduct, if reported, is properly handled and it is saw through to the final chapter. They make sure that officers who are reported to be abusers of their badge, that the disciplinary action happens and that they don't allow them to escape justice if they have done something wrong while in the commission of their so-called job. So I went there and I saw this document. So in this document, it says that this report was crafted by Officer Hamilton from the Devonshire precinct of the LAPD. There's no first name. Officer Hamilton's badge number is 321-9842. When I contacted a liaison from the Watch the Watchers organization, they said that that's impossible because they hadn't saw the document yet. They said because there's no LAPD officers that have a 7-digit badge number, right? So when that exploded, above and beyond everything else, that's the first thing that I found to be curious and to be strange outside of the document not being structurally sound, right? So they sent me a website. And in the website, because the LAPD and the LA Sheriff's Office, they don't provide any information about regular rank and file officers or sheriff deputies. All they provide is the hierarchy from the police commissioner or from the sheriff, deputy sheriff, down to the deputies. In the high ranking, they don't provide information about sergeants, lieutenants, none of that shit. And definitely not rank and file officers, because they don't want that information to fall into the wrong hands and the officers' information to get out to the general public, and their lives may be in danger because of them performing their job, right? So I typed in Hamilton with the badge number 321-9842. It came back double zeros, nothing. So when I put that out there, right, Wack definitely saw it. His merry band, because they follow my page. You have Ghost on my page, and a couple of more Wack spies are on my page. So I challenged this openly, right? At first, they tried to ignore it until they saw me on screen with T Grizzly. So this fucking dog face knows this motherfucking Grizzly for real. So we got to backtrack because he's saying there is no Hamilton that matches this badge number. So these motherfuckers went and found, because surely there's a Hamilton on the police department. Surely there's a Hamilton. Surely there's one. So they went and found a Hamilton.
And created some numbers to attach to him.
They went and found the Hamilton. And let me show you how it looks, DZ, just so we're on the same page. So this right here is the website that a liaison from the Watch the Watchers organization gave me, right? So they said, hey, listen, just go here. The LAPD won't provide you, or the Sheriff's Department won't provide you with any information that you need, but we do. We keep track of these sons of bitches. So go here. So I went here. So Officer Hamilton, badge number 321, 9842. Unfortunately, we did not find any matching results. So let me just get rid of the badge number. So here's what comes up. There are 5 people in the LAPD who have the last name Hamilton. So by this time, before I even found this, DZ, Wack's minions, his clubhouse crew, had put up a picture of this man and said it was Alan S. Hamilton. Did you see it, DZ?
Yo, they wild.
Okay, so listen, right? So I'm looking at this. So maybe this is the guy until I honed in on his badge number. His badge number is 108. So I went back to the goddamn document that we talked about here, and I looked at it, and this document says badge number right here, Hamilton, badge number 321, 9842. So I said, wait a minute, man. Well, hold on. Can't be right. Because they saying that Alan S. Hamilton's, this guy right here, they said this guy here is the guy who wrote the actual report. His badge number is 018. Along with the information that I got from the liaison from the Watch the Watchers organization that said that LAPD officers don't have 7-digit badge numbers, even ones who are hired in 2025. They don't have 7-digit badge number. 108 is his badge number. His serial number, let's play that game, is 27393. So
hey, Dogface. Let me say this real quick, though, Dogface. Who would be that comfortable to play with the police's information and make them be somebody else with another picture and put numbers on them and act like this is the person? Who would be that comfortable? Only person I would see was somebody that feels like they're affiliated enough to do something like this.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you. So, Deezy, just bear with me for a second, brother. I don't disagree with you. So I go back here, Deezy. So I said, okay, we here. So let's go through it because so when you're talking about somebody as publicly visible as a T Grizzly, who's still a signed artist connected to 300 Entertainment, Leo Cohen, Kevin Lyles, 2 of the most powerful men in the history of hip hop, right? There's no way you would be that sloppy when you know you're dealing with a millionaire who has unlimited resources to investigate what the fuck you saying about him. No way you could be that sloppy. So, Deezy. So Wack is under fire. So they're pressed to come up with something else. So Wack 100, he elevates his get down. He goes on DJ Academics. And while he's on Academics' show, you can't see him, but he's on the phone. Academics is asking him and pressing him about the paperwork because Academics at this point had already spoken to T Grizzly, and T Grizzly told him that ain't true. And he gave him information and clues to be able to, if you need any information besides being able to bust down that fake ass initial document, he gave him more information. So then here is this motherfucker come. He said, tell T Grizzly that put up $50,000. I got the work right here. I got the real work right here. Right here. Right? In true monkey language fashion. I got the real work right here. So X say, well, post it. So I ain't posted. Tell T Grizzly put up 50 bands and I'll post them. Like, why do we gotta do that? When have the exposures ever been on money in exchange for documents? You're the one trying to embarrass him. You're the one trying to expose him. Why does he have to put up any money in order for you to do what you do for free normally on a daily basis? You and your married band of hoe ass idiots, right? So he said, well, I'll tell you what, Academics, I'll send you page 1 of the 3-page document proving that T Grizzly is in fact a rat. So this is what he sent Academics. You know how I know he sent this to Academics? Because Academics sent it to me and T Grizzly when we was on FaceTime with each other. going over this shit. So because he just said it. So academics, he put it up for a second, but people weren't able to kind of like purview it. So he said to me and T. So when I saw it, Deezy, I said, the first thing I saw was in the Supreme Court of the state of California, people versus the people of the state of California, plaintiff and respondent versus Tony Johnson, defendant and appellate. And it says that Second Appellate District, Division 2, case number 23 Charlie Delta Frank 01424 under the Honorable Judge Christopher S. Brown. And it says complaint, felony complaint, count 1. On or about September 24, 2022, in the county of Los Angeles, the crime of first-degree burglary in violation of Penal Code Section 459, a felony, was committed by Tony Johnson, who did unlawfully break into the residence with the intent to steal and commit larceny of the residence of Terry Wallace and Maisha Agnew. So I said, wait a minute. This shit says appellate court.
Crazy.
And it says defendant and appellant, which means that he's appealing it. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I said, fuck it. I'm on the phone with T Grizzly and academics. I say I'm a screen share. So I screen share because I know I've been in trouble my whole life. I know how to do research, right? So I wiped down, came back up, and went to Google, and I typed in Second Appellate Court District Division of State of California website. So I put the website in there, and I came up with this search engine. And they said, search case by court case number. So don't forget, excuse me. Don't forget, it said search by court case number. So I put the case number in there, 23 CCDF 01424, right? I hit search right here. I hit this fucking blue button, right? And this is what came up.
Wow. Wow. Wack at his old tricks again.
Deezy. How? So you're already under fire for the first fake ass document. And in your infinite amount of wisdom, or in your acute level of stupidity, you decide to follow up the first fake document with another fake document on a platform as big as academics. And while you're on the platform with academics is doing his research and can't find it either. I want you to explain to me, DZ, what in the fuck is going on here?
These niggas is trying to run a narrative on T Grizzly for some reason. You know, we know T Grizzly, you know, got things going on with himself. And Wack 100, I feel he's instructed to go at T Grizzly to try to bring, you know, something out of him. And he's going to try to do whatever to paint the narrative. He knows that he's got a voice on the internet. So he's going to paint the picture to try to get T Grizzly to respond.
Daisy, do you understand the seriousness of what you just said? Now I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah, listen. He trying to do some old foul backdoor stuff, and I really think that it's instructed by them people.
Let me ask you again, Daisy. So based on everything that we're talking about here, and everything so listen. So I know T on I've been knowing him since before he became a star. Right?
Shout out T Grizzly.
Right. So listen. So are you telling me that based on all your research and all the information that you have been able to retrieve, are you telling me that it is your professional opinion as a former street nigga, as a well-researched man, are you telling me that your opinion is that this nigga, Wack 100, is acting in the role of an agent provocateur again with the intent of trying to pull some or force something or to provoke T Grizzly into responding to him so that he can then say, aha, look at what we have here.
Yeah, that's just what I see, you know, and it's like he does the same thing on every occasion, you know, he knows how to, you know, and I really think that them people really value Wack because he's able to get into the music industry, the entertainment industry, and the podcast world. So he's able to infiltrate
and the gangland world.
And the gangland. So all of those situations, Wack has the ability to infiltrate because he portrays to be something he's not, and then he looks like us. So when he steps in there and he starts hollering on Paru and, you know, coming with that persona like he's really a gangster, after we all seen the badge flop out, we already know what type of individual he is. The people like us, you know, we try to enlighten the people, you know, the ones that want to learn, but he's definitely working from what I see.
I have something else for you, man, if I may. I don't mean to be grilling you like this. I'm sorry.
Now, listen, I'm here for it today, man, because, you know, I do it every day.
Since I got you here, I'm not letting you get away without me presenting. I want your opinion about this because I already got my own opinion. But, you know, sometimes I'm easily excitable, DZ. I'm like the easily excitable kind. I ain't no calm, cool motherfucker like you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to jump out the window on a nigga. You hear me? I want to play something for you. So listen, I have audio. I have video of after it became known. So I have a recording of a FaceTime call that took place between Tony Johnson, aka Tony the Tattletale. That's what I call that some bitch, right?
Tony the Tattletale.
Tony the Tattletale. Hashtag it, right? So Tony the Tattletale, after being told by Wack 100, he heard it from Wack first. After T Grizzly's home was burglarized, Wack 100 called him and told him, hey, T Grizzly put a hit out on you.
Crazy.
And Shooter was like, what you mean? Have you heard about it? Hell no. Fuck you putting the hit out on me for? Right? You don't believe me, D? You think I'm lying to you? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your eyes. Watch this. This is the video of Tony the Tattletale Johnson, Big Crip, talking to T Grizzly and his crew in California.
So Wack 100, he called me like, hey, look, hey, nephew, you hearing about this, you feel me? Money on your head shit? I'm like, hell no, what the fuck you talking about? They're like, yeah, they talking about some Twitter shit warm. I said, I don't know what they talking about. He like, man, we gotta get over 10 them. I'm like, look, bro, you feel me? He like, man, it's money on your head, nigga. Like, I'm telling you, nigga, I'll just listen to you up. I'm like, all right, feel me? Like, shit, I fuck with Lil. I know, I be saying Lil with him, you feel me? Before niggas try to do any other shit, I'm like, I know that.
So, Deezy.
Wow.
So Wack 100 called, who's Pyru?
Yeah.
Called the Avalon Gangster Crip Baby Shooter to tell Baby Shooter that T Grizzly put a hit out on him, right?
Mexican.
So listen, guess what else happened, bro? Watch this. So in his desperation to try to prove that he had nothing to do with it, so therefore take your little money off me. I ain't had nothing to do with it. It wasn't me. Well, motherfucker, if it wasn't you, you better start talking, gangster Crip. And here's what Tony the Tattletale said.
The Mexican nigga from Great?
Yeah.
He was a part of it, all right? Or the whole crew, bro. You feel me? You ain't hear this from me, bro. You didn't hear this from me, all right?
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that. All right.
All right, it's Nick. My cousin from schoolyard, bro. Boom.
My cousin from schoolyard. This nigga is such a rat bastard, a filthy, despicable piece of shit. This nigga told on his own cousin.
Dirty.
Listen, T Grizzly not even nowhere near you, nigga. And you doing all this telling because you in fear. You telling your own cousin.
Dirty.
Whoa, let me let you, because you might just say, listen.
Mexican nigga from Great and 2 niggas from Hoover.
A Mexican nigga from Great and 2 niggas from Hoover.
Nasty work, man.
This nigga telling on the Mexican Crips.
They all get money together. They all fuck around, kicking around. You feel me? Boom. Them niggas that's press play on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now them niggas, they jeweler. They want to fuck with it. They see all the face. They see the face. They're like, oh, is that ain't we ain't fucking with it. Whoa. They're like, sure, you don't know. You feel me? I know your jeweler just fucking with whoa. Feel me? Like, oh, I'm like, shit, hell yeah, he probably get ready for you. Feel me? Like, y'all niggas gotta cash me out though. Set. Oh, but I know about the shit though. That's why I asked them. I'm like, you know, you fucking nigga T Grizzly like, yeah, he like nigga off limits. I'm like, oh, crib.
So he asked his people who obviously wasn't a part of it, man, you fuck with T Grizzly, and they tell him T Grizzly is off limits. So at this point, he's realizing, oh shit, they're realizing, oh shit, we done fucked up because we didn't touch somebody who's supposed to be off limits for any movement against him. Remember, keep that in mind, DZ.
Got you.
Like, I ain't saying, I'm like, all right, you feel me? Like, boom, but I already them niggas on that. Not to miss you, I'm telling you, I'm on ankle monitor. Mexican, blood telling that nigga that was, yeah, that's the other nigga, that's the other little nigga that was, it's like 4 or 5 niggas on that shit besides the other nigga, besides the nigga that I sent y'all that put the whole play together, that fuck with them niggas.
So he sent them pictures. He sent them, I'm telling you what he sent them. I talk to T every day. He sent them the nigga's social media, his Facebook and his Instagram, so they could see who he was talking about.
Who blood telling that nigga that was, yeah, that's the other nigga, that's the other. No, not the fat D-Mac, well, not the fat D-Mac. His name D-Mac though, it's not the fat one though. I know, the skinny one that be getting to the money. Yeah.
Not the fat D-Mac. Not him. No, sir. The other one. The skinny one? Yeah. The one we get to the money? That's him.
The one that be, yeah.
Wow.
Now, I can tell you where the ticket to and all that, but at this point, that shit probably long gone.
Yeah, like we don't.
Them niggas getting rid of that shit. I wasn't never gonna buy it back anyway. I ain't no type of nigga. Nigga take my shit. Don't get caught with it. That's my whole thing. I ain't buying shit back. You feel me?
So that's T Grizzly saying, hey, listen, I ain't buying shit back. You can keep that shit. Right?
Right.
Okay. I know that, so Mexican, the blood telling not to tell you where the ticket to and all that, but at this point, that shit probably long gone.
Yeah, like we don't.
Them niggas getting rid of that shit. I wasn't never gonna buy it back anyway. I ain't no type of nigga. Nigga take my shit. Don't get caught with it. That's my whole thing. I ain't buying shit back. You feel me? But this the thing, brody. Who is the niggas though? You feel me?
Like
who is the niggas that took your shit? Who is the niggas that put it together?
Now look, the niggas that took the shit, I ain't mad at them niggas, gang. You feel me?
Yeah.
I used to hit licks. I ain't mad. Them niggas don't know me. All them niggas know is the lick. I'm worried about the nigga who put it together.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a nigga named I think Monster. I gotta get the right exact name. Hold on.
This nigga said, it's a nigga named Monster. So this nigga, Tony Knight, the Tattletale, that makes sense to you now?
Yeah.
The Tattletale moniker makes sense to you now?
Oh, yeah.
So listen. So Tony the Tattletale, who's currently in the county jail in California, he on the phone calling academics. Nigga, how are you on the phone? How you even getting any phone time when you, because now in California, they separate the Crips, Bloods, Pyrus, the
Right.
Mexicans, all they separate, the ABs, all that. The people in prison get the news faster than niggas on the street get it.
You know that.
How was this nigga who has told on 8 Trey Crips, schoolyard Crips, neighborhood Crips, Home Depot Crips, McDonald Crip, ice cream delivery truck driver Crip, milkman Crip, number running Crip. This nigga done told on Jesus. His nigga say Jesus is the Crip. How was this nigga not being DP?
Wow.
And how does Wack have continuous access to?
Yeah. He got access because this was his instructions. Here, I want you to do this. Talk to this person. Get this information. And then we're going to put it out there. And then he put it on the internet. And then when it all go left, he act like, man, it was already on the internet. But he's the one that put it on the internet.
He already admitted that he sent the information to 15 different podcasters and YouTube influencers before he said something. And then when he leaked it himself, he was mad and angry. Me and R&B, his wife. I'm ignorant, right?
Shout out to R&B, baby girl. That's my baby R&B because she told that nigga to call me, and he called, and this is how it all started for DZ. So I appreciate R&B. I love you, R&B.
R&B, R&B, it's a sexy motherfucker.
My baby.
R-Ho. Yeah. that DJ say that. I you know I'm ignorant. I say it. You know what I'm saying? I say it. Hey, listen. So why is Wack pushing this whole narrative against T Grizzly? What would be the inspiration? I have my own theories. But why would Wack so don't forget here Avalon gangster Crip. He didn't grow up with this nigga. He Big Pyru. And don't forget, Wack, according to Wack, he a star. How do you even know this little young robbing, thieving ass nigga? With all respect due to robbers and thievers. How do you even know this nigga? And why are you carrying his water in an attempt to expose T Grizzly with shit that's checking out to be fake paperwork?
Paperwork.
What is that about? So it has to be some underlying, it's an underlay for the open play, like they say.
Yeah. Let us know.
I got a couple of theories. One, we all know that Wack 100 is a funky, bitch ass, funky breath ass tooted up in the air ass nigga. We know that about him. Pussy. Right. We know that about him. We know that he's a flunky for Birdman, aka Bird Brains, is what I call him, right?
Flunky
for him. Yes, he is. We know that when we look at when we examine the situation with BG, of how when Birdman got mad at BG because BG said during the Breakfast Club interview that he wasn't signing the Cash Money and he hadn't planned on signing to anybody. He just came home, so he's filling out what's going on. He's gonna make his decision. That infuriated Birdman, according to Wack's own admission on Clubhouse, on Academics, and on No Jumper. He told the story. We ain't putting words in this bitch ass, cock gobbling ass mouth. This is what he said. So, and he also said that Birdman green lit him calling BG a rat. We also know that he sent the paperwork to 1090 Jake, supposedly showing that, and by the way, 1090 Jake has been inconspicuously silent when it comes to this whole T Grizzly paperwork thing. And we know that if Wack sent this shit to 15 people to investigate the veracity of it, we know for a fact that 1090 Jake was one of the people.
You better know it.
We sent it to him first. Birdman. So Birdman is a representative of NBA YoungBoy. Don't know the relationship, but he is certainly a representative of NBA YoungBoy.
Definitely that.
We know that's happening. So during the verses, did you watch the verses?
Yes, I did.
Did you find it strange that Birdman went so far off script to where he was the shout out NBA YoungBoy wearing the NBA YoungBoy chain? Did you take that as a signal?
He definitely was putting him out there a few times.
What did you say? I mean, did you find it odd? Because everybody who wasn't found that shit odd as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely found it odd. It was, Birdman, I guess, trying to promote him at the same time, then throwing shots.
He don't need no promotion. This young nigga on his first world tour by himself. It ain't him and the legends of hip hop. It's him by himself selling out arenas all over the nation. You think in the middle of Cash Money? Talk about focus. That's why your nigga lost. That's why No Limit, Master P and them handed y'all ass. Because y'all leader like that.
Yeah.
The fuck is you talking about? Even the Turk shit was
corny,
but that shit with the young boy shit with the everybody, if you saw that they panned the audience like, what the fuck is you doing? Hey, listen. So NBA YoungBoy, he had a problem with Lil Durk. T Grizzly and Lil Durk is like this. Lil Durk is locked up based on, being indicted for a couple of different things, right?
Right.
So there are a bunch of people jumping ship and going over to the NBA YoungBoy side of things. T Grizzly ain't one of them. So NBA YoungBoy, with him being as hot as he is, and with Birdman having access to NBA YoungBoy, I am proposing that they are selling access in some way, shape, or form to NBA YoungBoy in order to get people to flip and to change their allegiances from Dirk, who's already locked up. So how hard is it to switch on a nigga who already locked up? T Grizzly ain't one of them. Whenever T Grizzly goes does a show, he always shouts out Dirk, or he even performs one of Dirk's songs. So they know T Grizzly's not finna flip on him. They know that. Strong ties. I think it's a concerted effort because Wack 100 doesn't do stuff like this for no reason. As ignorant and as petty and as feminine as he is, when he moves with an express purpose.
Yeah.
What do you think, DZ? Give me your summation of this shit. Because I know how you finna come. You finna come, this nigga, the police, T Grizzly ever got a legal situation going on in Detroit, you know what I'm saying, with his aunt, and they're trying to aggravate agent provocateur. An agent provocateur is a person who provokes something. He finds a way to needle something. He finds a way to get people to talk like we know Wack can do, or to respond to some form of agitation.
That's the bottom line right there. We understand that T Grizzly, Aunt had a situation and people were insinuating different things about T Grizzly. And we see that now Wack is trying to put that focus on, like, T Grizzly had a situation where he put a hit on this other individual to try to make it look like this is T Grizzly's MO by getting this guy to come out and say this, that, and the third, and then hoping that T Grizzly will start calling people up because the phones is jacked straight up. So they hoping T Grizzly gonna start calling people and making references to putting a hit out. So this is how Wack gets people to start, talking about things. People going to talk inside their camp about different things, but the phones be hit already. So when Wack get loud on the internet and start making assumptions of people and trying to get people to say different things, the feds is listening over here because Wack done stirred it up. So you get to calling this person and that person. You got to watch what you say. Even if you didn't do nothing, don't insinuate nothing to put yourself in something, because the intentions of Wack doing what he's doing is to get you to start talking in your camp and y'all start saying things that the feds is paying attention to.
Hey, DZ, I asked you a question a few seconds ago, and I think respectfully, brother, you glossed over it. Under what circumstances does an accusation of somebody being a snitch come up, somebody who's had the success T Grizzly has had. He's one of the top gamers in the country. He's still one of the top lyricists. Just did a project with a song, Ride Wave, still very fluid. Under what circumstances does an accusation like this get thrown around? And 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, into this thing, 1090 Jake still has come out and said nothing.
Wack is on a mission. Wack, this mission here, Wack is on the mission. 1090 Jake ain't saying nothing because they want to keep their doors open. A lot of these people that usually run certain narratives, they want to keep their doors open so that if they want to interview NBA YoungBoy or they want to be connected to Birdman, they don't want to destroy the relationship. And this is why a lot of people allow Wack to run these narratives, because they don't want to, destroy the relationship to allow him to get on the platforms and lie a lot so that they can get paid. Because Wack, when he get on there lying, it's a lot of attention. People go look at the lies, but it's people like us that's going to call this shit out. But yeah, these jokers be wanting to keep the door open, if I'm being honest, with certain individuals that have position that they can use for their benefit. Birdman definitely got a lot of position where people want to be connected, and he got NBA YoungBoy, he the hottest thing popping right now. A lot of people ain't selling, and NBA YoungBoy is definitely selling heavy right now, and he getting a bag. So people don't want to have that opportunity, and they're willing to overlook some things that we all see because they don't want to mess up the opportunity.
I got a question for you. Let's talk about the closeness and proximity between Birdman and Wack 100, right? Birdman doesn't really talk much about him. Everything that we hear about their relationship comes from Wack's side of the equation.
Yeah.
Right? Got you. But we haven't heard Birdman come out and say, hey, that ain't true. We know he don't mind speaking up because when Drake got into his thing with Kendrick Lamar, he came out and spoke, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that when Wack 100, who's closely, don't forget he ran Cash Money West, that's what Blueface is on.
Right.
He got his paycheck from Birdman. Why is it that, in your humble opinion, that when Wack started calling BG a snitch, why did Birdman say nothing about it or nothing to Wack or told Wack to shut your bitch ass mouth, boy?
I think, Birdman didn't say nothing because, it was on his dime. I think it was on his dime, and I think it was like a play to make sure BG don't go nowhere, and then BG stayed right with Birdman. When we all know when BG was down, Birdman wasn't there the whole time. But, I see these guys, they want to act like it, for the internet and for the people. But, we know BG did 14 years. And we know damn well Birdman wasn't there the whole time. These dudes forget about you when you go to jail, but when you're ready to come home, they embrace you again.
That's absolutely true. So when we think about hip hop police, right? You East Coaster, right? When we think about the hip hop police, we think about things that are kind of like stopping, guys getting gun violence and getting in beef. We think about, but this is not just the hip hop police in its traditional sense. Wack 100 and his whole camp, they turned themselves into agents, not just police who are responding to criminal element inside of the entertainment business, specifically rap. These motherfuckers, they have gone beyond just reporters of crime, of criminal activity. These motherfuckers are working.
You can see it.
You can see it as clear as day. What do we see? Because it's easy for us to say what's going on or what's happening or who done it or who did what. But as guardians of the YouTube streets and trappers, is that the jazz deja vu? Is that deja vu? Yes, deja vu and trappers. Perfect fucking word. right?
Yeah.
How do we, as members of the journalistic side of the YouTube streets, what do we and how do we try to balance out what the fuck is going on here with this shit?
I say, as from our standpoint, we just keep putting the information out there, you know. And what I notice is going to be a lot of people that try to distract us from putting the real out there. And you know, when you start getting a certain traffic and people paying attention to you because you real, raw, and authentic, there's going to be people that try to throw dirt on your name to try to like mess up the drive. But I just think we just keep doing what we doing, and eventually, you know, people gonna have to start paying attention, you know, especially when we out here doing the right thing. Even with the haters, they gonna hate, that come with it. And I just feel like keeping those type of, you know, people away is, you know, all we can do, because they gonna hate regardless, you know what I mean? But the drive of real live hustlers, they have a different motivation, and that shit there can't be stopped. And that's definitely how I see that.
Hey, listen, DZ, I want you to take us out, bro. I want you to take us out. It's only right?
Yeah, but yo, before we get out of here, right? I want to play two things.
You got more?
Right? Yeah, I gotta play this right here for us.
Get my
right?
drink, DZ. Come on.
Yeah, I gotta play this. I want to play the situation. You remember when what happened at No Jumper? Right after the situation happened at No Jumper, Wack 100 bragged about his involvement and said, "This is what happens when you come looking for Wack." Straight up. Yeah, and I want to play that so everybody can hear that. So the people that has never heard it, because I played it a few times, but I want people to hear that. And that's the first thing. And then I also want to play how he impersonated, you know, had somebody impersonate being an FBI agent with fake paperwork for the people, so that they can see what type of person this is. A person that 1 minute they're playing like they're a gangster and they're about that life, but then the next minute, you know, playing like, you know, there's something else. And we're gonna play this joint right here. Make sure y'all all subscribe to both channel, Dogface channel, SBGB TV. You know, we appreciate all of y'all, you know, for rocking with us, man. You know, smash that like button, all that. But I want all of y'all to listen to this right here, right? This is Wack 100. Literally, after the situation happened at No Jumper, he goes out there and brags about what happened and says, "This is what happens when you come looking for Wack." But now we know Loose Cannon is locked up after he put that work in. Loose Cannon is the devil. But this right here is himself admitting that he had involvement, he held the team back, and all that. Smash that like button. Check this out, y'all.
You pull it up. I'll give y'all a slight visual of one of the individuals. PTR. That's one of the individuals after the double stripping occurred. They pulled up. They said, "What's up, homie?" They said, "Yeah, we here to holler at Wack." And that was the outcome. The other one was in the back. He crawled in the trash can himself trying to get away. I don't think he know he was at. But I keep warning y'all, I am not a rapper. Don't come playing. Like, don't come playing. I keep trying to help y'all. Do not believe that I am a 47-year-old survivor. I am a paranoid that's not driven by fear, and my team around me ain't playing. They not playing. Not at all. That a double strip. Big strip. There. What, Pitbull in there?
Who that, G-Wayne?
Is Pitbull in here?
Yep.
Yeah,
You already know.
He don't look asleep. He look like he got knocked out. Somebody.
I held half the team. Like, yo, y'all need to cut the date. Stop believing the high here, bumpy head, bumpy head.
Hey, they want to know what's a double strip, Wack.
A double strip is the first strip is all your jewelry, everything is gone. The second strip is as you see, down to the birthday suit.
Socks on.
Yo, Bumpy, there you go, Bumpy. Keep that close. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Let's go.
Hey, Wack, let me see what you're talking about.
Work. That's bad, yo, Bumpy.
He don't even
send that this way, Wack. Let me see.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
He don't even see it.
No. Listen. That work. I mean, he was looking for Wack. I you know.
He found the Wack. Found the Wack.
Listen. Half the squad. I'm making y'all bound. He would have died out there, man. Like, he was too bad.
Hey, this is this nigga, hey, the homie is crazy. He's bothering. This is the best video ever. Man, you didn't see me this since last night, man.
No, back of your head, you like, with the dog going the phone. There it goes. And listen, you see, half the homies is restrained.
I'm seeing, I'm watching it. I gotta watch it again because there's audio in the back.
Like, boy, they would have all got to get loose, man.
Hey, somebody would have lost their life. Everybody got active. Somebody would have lost. If everybody got active, it would have.
Now they don't even know where they at still.
Man, them probably still in the alley in the trash can.
Wait, the white boy calls me, right? This crazy is, I bet that they know what's got to come to No Jumper again. Yeah. Gang. I said,
hey, yeah, I don't see that shit like.
Yo, that's what this white boy is crazy.
Yo, gang.
Somebody paid him to say that.
No, Adam is really, Adam is the epitome and definition of a white boy that is just what it is. He bland, he's straightforward, and he don't get. You got to add him up.
Hey, you know he's always been that. He like, I'm a troll. You know,
he seemed like he kind of down though, right?
Man, that's been ringing around the homies. Adam running around there.
He might just tee off. You feel me? I don't know. Adam got it in him.
And he ain't no small white boy.
No, he ain't no small white boy. It's crazy because
legal team to him.
That be roaming around, and he's just like, hey, dude, what's going on? Like, he called his office, he on this screen, he eat this researching the blogs and
Now you hear him bragging about his involvement in No Jumper, saying this what happened when you come looking for Wack, but then go on Vlad and say Loose Cannon's the devil. I didn't tell him to do this. This is how you know Wack is them people, because he gets on there 1 minute and he celebrates the criminal shit, and then in the next sense saying, I'm not involved with anything. But they never question him. He's never, the police, the feds, they never have no reason to talk to him. And then it's been 10 months since that situation happened, almost 11 months. Nobody has been arrested. Nobody. We know it's a police report out there. Wack 100 is named as suspect number 4 in the police report. He's named, and nobody has been arrested. Wack has never been questioned. We know nowhere in the United States of America that you're going to see that type of violence that went viral in the United States, out the country, and nobody be charged. Come on, man. Wack 100, they ain't charged nobody yet because Wack is working, and they know that they can't get around. If they bring some charges, Wack, they have to make an explanation for him.
It's going to come out.
Yeah, they have to. They have to make an explanation why he kicked Loose Cannon's foot. And it's on video of him kicking Loose Cannon's foot and then Loose Cannon take it off and punching Jay Reed. These niggas got straps out there, pistol whipping. Come on now. And they all hollering gang. That's a gang enhancement with the straps in their hand. With the assault, they done stripped people butt naked. That's an SA crime. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot that come with that situation. And Wack goes back to the crime scene every Thursday and does an interview without a worry in the world. You ain't never seen that in the world.
These, you got the foot kick? You got some footage of a foot kick?
Yeah, I got the foot kick up there. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it. Hold up. Let me see if I can get the footage of the foot kick. And yeah. Hold up. Yeah, let me see if I can get the foot of that. And then I can send it to you and you can put it up there. Yeah, man. Dude, definitely, man. Dude, definitely. You know what I'm saying? We know he working. Let me see if I can get it up there.
That, first of all, that audio, shit. So listen.
Yeah.
That shit is worse than what they said Jim Jones got caught on tape saying about the 6ix9ine violation situation. That was he
It's crazy, ain't it? Ain't that crazy?
Bro.
Yeah. And he act like, you know, he ain't got no involvement with nothing, you know. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to get this thing here.
Tuned into the best, man. Like, share, subscribe. Everybody page, man. Go tap in, man. Shout out to my man DZ. Hey, listen. Hey, Wack. You better leave DZ motherfucking alone.
Yeah.
You better leave DZ alone.
Yeah, he know.
You.
He know I got the heat. And he definitely know that. Let me see. Hold up. Let me make sure I got this. I know I got it in there in this email. I'm trying to get it up there now. Yeah. All right. Okay. Gotcha. Let me scroll down here. Yeah. Loose cannon. But you gotta make sure when I send it to you, right, Dogface, you gotta make sure that you stop it, right? Once you see the kick. So you gotta be on it because it's gonna show right after the kick. Loose cannon right punching him. So you know to catch it. Once you see him get up on him, you see the foot go, you know, you gotta stop that joint. Let me see. And make sure I'm trying to get it with the right one.
Wack sent the feds to DZ crib already a letter.
Yeah. See, the what's it called? The feds took a phone from me about 8 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And when they took the phone, you know, I said, fuck the phone, right? And once I started going hard on Wack, like hard, they sent me a letter and said I can come get the phone. Out the blue. It been 8 years since they took this phone. And just out the blue, after I'm going hard day in and day out, the DEA say, come pick this phone up. And then they tell me it's an iPhone. I've never had an iPhone a day in my life.
Mm-hmm.
They say, come get this iPhone and you can come pick it up. You got 30 days to come get it. For what? I never had an iPhone a day in my life. You trying to give me something so y'all can spin the block and then pick it up, act like it was mine?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that, but it was just that I thought about how hard that I've been going, letting people know who he is, that I got a letter from the DEA.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, listen, and they know.
Ain't no coincidences in this game. It is what it is.
And they know I'm not committing no crimes. I'm a YouTuber. All I do is YouTube. I got my contracting company. I do my YouTube, my contracting. You feel me? I'm a businessman. This is all I do. So they know. I'm in the house most of the time unless I got a job to do. So all that shit, you know, they sending me a letter. There's no reason for me to pick something up that's not mine. But yes, I got a letter. You feel me? And I told everybody on YouTube, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You know, and they sent me a certified letter. So I had to go sign for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me get this here. Hold on. Yeah, let me see. I'm in the email. I'm trying to make sure I get the right one. Yeah. It's crazy though that we all see what this guy's doing, and they still getting fooled by him though. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Everybody see what the boy doing, and they all getting fooled still by him. Like,
At this point, I don't think it's being fooled. At this point, I think motherfuckers are in where they want to be. I'm never gonna subscribe to a motherfucker getting fooled. Not in this day and age. Motherfuckers
yeah,
are where they want to be.
yeah. Let me see. Hey, RM, send it to me again, RM, because I know I got it in here. It just ain't labeled. So let me see. Okay, all right. I think this is it. Nah. Hey, RM, send it to me again, RM, so I can send it to Dog Face. You know, cause I got it in here. I just can't. It ain't like labeled on the email. But yeah. Let me see. Let's see if we're gonna send it to me again. Yes, it's crazy though, man. Yeah, he ready to send it to me now, dog. He's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy though that he's able to do this and they like allow him. It's like purposely to destroy the culture and black people, because for someone to just be allowed to do this and then act like they're not doing it, and then like really just do it in our faces, act like, man, I ain't doing nothing wrong. What did I do?
No, I'm not shocked. See, listen. So we have to. So this Southwest Dice. I ain't shocked about nothing this bitch ass nigga Wack 100 do. I am just. Maybe I am shocked a little bit that you have all of this information that is damning within and of itself, and this person is still viewed as a credible source of information.
Yeah,
for anything that has to do with the entertainment world, the world of politics, or anything. And I'm still stuck on how the gang culture in LA, no jumper in LA, it's in California, not in LA, but it's in California. I'm still shocked and surprised how motherfuckers are allowing themselves to be, listen, Wack 100 in the world of LA politics has more influence than Donald Trump does over LA. I'm confused as to how in the fuck motherfuckers are still allowing this guy to present himself as a voice of anything legitimate inside of the community, inside of the culture. That's why I'm surprised.
I do want to say this right quick, dog face, right? We see Wax stirring all of this stuff up, right? And the people know it. It's like he'll stir up with the Bloods, he'll stir up with the Crips, and don't come around nowhere and have these individuals beefing with each other, right?
Yes.
And he's going to No Jumper every single week. But somebody from out of town will come to California to enjoy themselves, right? And these people take pride in going to do something to that individual. The person ain't done nothing to them. P&B Rock, Pop Smoke, but the person that's right there that y'all can access at any given time on the day that he goes up to wherever he goes, because he tell you, show up. Nobody has went and seen him. That let me know it's a lot of foo-fafi jokers that be picking and choosing. When y'all say y'all stand on business, stand on business. That man is destroying y'all image and y'all organizations out there. You know, the people that y'all go at that come to visit, they not destroying your organizations. This man is, and he's saying it proudly. He's bragging about it. Yeah, I get this nigga to go at this nigga. One nigga gonna pop one nigga gonna go to jail. I sit back, start the fires, and that's what it is. Like, come on, man. That's some wild stuff. You hear me?
Listen, brother.
Yeah.
So listen.
That's wild, man.
So do we hold Album 22, Vlad TV?
Nah.
Do we hold them responsible?
Nah. I can't hold none of them responsible. I'm just being real. You know, we got a choice to make decisions. They have a choice to do the job they want to do. They prey on the people that are weak, and y'all weak individuals out there that go and play yourself. It's like I'm telling you, it's other people telling you, it's been told. So you know, I can't even get mad at them, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got a weak mind and you put yourself in that situation when everybody is saying this stuff, I can't get mad at you. You feel what I'm saying? I can't get mad at them. You know, that's a decision that they making. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. So I'm like, man, I ain't mad at none of them jokers, man. You know,
what's up with this Aunt Hefe cat? He made a comment on one of my videos. What's up with him? What's the back?
Man, them dudes is followers, man. Straight up. The Aunt Hefe dude, them niggas is followers. They weak individuals. Straight up. You can already see none of these dudes stand up to Wack. This nigga runs circles around. All them niggas is bitches. Straight up. These niggas is grown men, though. You niggas is grown men, and y'all let a nigga that everybody know is them people run y'all. And they sit back, let this nigga say whatever, but then they act tough. Y'all niggas is right there where this nigga. Nobody has checked this nigga yet. Straight up. This nigga been running around and ain't nobody gave the nigga a leg warmer. Nobody. And these niggas acting like they tough. They'll go at an out of town nigga, hard body. Straight up. And I just got to be real. The way that nigga operates out there, if he was on the East Coast, somebody would have gave him a wig shot, a leg shot. It would have been something. Something would have happened to him just for the fact that you're creating that type of violence between people that are out in the streets. Somebody would have been a young boy said, man, hey, listen, hey, man, I can't take this nigga. I'm done with it. But out there, it's like they just letting the shit go and niggas is out there popping off, but nobody is like stepping to the nigga.
Nobody,
like,
hey, DZ, so listen, I would have thought the Crips would have been very mad at him after Big U got knocked down.
What?
I would have thought they'd been very upset with him, right? So we hear rumors with Wack travels with the police. His security guard, they double this. And we're not advocating, right, for anything to, well, I am. Beat that nigga.
No, we're not advocating. No, we're not advocating. We're not advocating. But I'm just making
At least the question is, under normal circumstances, when you have somebody like that who's infiltrating and agitating, and then obviously working hand in hand with law enforcement, what more do you need to know before you try to exhaust every avenue at your disposal to right or wrong?
Yeah, man. I really would have thought, by now somebody would at least, been like, yo, I'm gonna pull up the fight or something, But ain't nobody said nothing.
Somebody said real niggas stay away from him. And I guess that's what you gotta do if you know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But we're not advocating violence or advocating anything happens to the gentleman. We're just simply saying that shit, he must be under some divine or federal protection that's allowing him to do what he's doing in the face of all that concentrated violence in the whole LA area, and he's able to do what he's doing and without and go unscathed while he's doing it. It's bewildering.
Hey, Dogface, listen to this real quick. I want to play where Wack 100 says he provides the straps for all the Crips.
Man, nigga ain't say no shit like that, did he?
Yeah, he said he provides the strap for all the Crips so that they can take each other out.
Let me hear that.
Check this out.
And they don't even keep a hammer on him. I know the nigga, bro. I know him. Know him, his family. I know it, bro. He ain't running. That nigga, them niggas don't run nothing like that out here, bro. Don't believe the hype. You do not believe the hype. 6ix9ine, one of them niggas blocked. The harder that they were, violated them niggas, bro. What that tell you?
Nobody was there.
2:00 in the afternoon, bro. It's real shit. It ain't what it used to be, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't none of this shit what it used to be, bro. And that nigga 55 years old, bro. He's scared to go back to jail.
I mean, you know what?
My whole thing is, as long as I got a fair fight, niggas come at me and I got heat to hold myself down, I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to be in a position where niggas got heat to me and I gotta be humble.
Whenever you land out here, bro, that ain't the problem.
Right.
This is all I want you to think about. They talk a lot of shit about Wack. We in LA. You see them niggas coming playing with me?
Nope.
I'm out here moving. All my cars is bright. Everything I drive is noticeable. Nigga, they see me. Nigga, I'm posting flyers where we gonna be at clubs, all that, concerts, all that. Just studio, like, bro, like, these niggas be talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They be talking, bro. They be talking, bro. Them same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big you all up. Whack. Crip nigga gotta come see me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they go to war with each other, so I don't give a fuck. Them niggas kill each other all day long. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crip on crip shit.
You hear that shit, right?
Yes.
That nigga said he the one that provide the straps to the Crips, and they can knock each other off whenever they want to. Come on now. Yeah, Big U, all of them got to come get their tools from me. This nigga done said so much stuff on the internet criminally and has never been questioned. That don't even make no sense. Crazy. Yeah.
Public figure Boogie said, wow. With about 5 O's.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, it's crazy. And, you know, these platforms that really like supposed to represent the urban community.
The culture.
Yes. They allow this dude to just pump this stuff out there for the destruction of us. And they laughing at it, you know, and people really not calling it out like they should, and they shouldn't be allowing certain things. This is why I go hard every single day. You know, I got jokers that's mad at me right now because I go so hard and I'm putting it out there and people paying attention because the way I break it down, that they want to try to, you know, act like they want to make stuff on me. Hey, listen, that shit ain't gonna stop my dunk. I'm gonna always continue to grind. I'm in the building now. They can't do nothing about it. The people know me. You know, we done built a strong support system, and the people see that I'm raw and authentic, you know, just how you are, my brother, you know, and we just keep it solid. So I don't care, you know, how the people feel about me. I'm going to continue to do what I do. And I know it's a good cause.
Were you able to send that video, or we going to come back and tackle that next time?
We're going to come back and tackle it next time, Dogface, you know, because it's somewhere and I can't find it right now, but we're going to come back and tackle that for sure. You know, I definitely, you know, appreciate doing this with you, man, exposing the fake exposers. I call them the snakes. They getting what they deserve. You know, you can't lie to the people continuously year in and year out and expect that that shit is just going to continue to work because you made some fame from it. Your day is going to come, especially when you a certified snake. You want to play that before we leave? I got that if you want to play that, what he said.
Come on with it.
All right, I got that. We can play that. Hold up. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button.
Like, share, subscribe. You tuned in.
Yeah.
SBGBTV, you know what it is, aka DZ, Big Dog BZ in the building. I'm Dogface, man. I'm just here receiving the information and helping to pass it along. Wack 100, your days as an agent provocateur and as a saboteur of all things hip hop, all things the black culture, especially from the LA. That shit gotta come to an end.
Got to.
Bitch ass nigga.
Got to.
And for everybody who didn't see it, go to DJ Academics, the Academy page and DJ Academics page, and watch my conversation with DJ Academics and Wack 100. Watch it. Academics, go to the Academics. Go to Academics. Academics, and you chop that shit up a million ways this Sunday.
Yeah. Yes, he did, you know. And I mean, I know Act really didn't want to put him out there, but he put him out there. I ain't even gonna lie. But he didn't really want to put him out there, but he had no choice from the way that you was coming. and Wack couldn't say nothing. So he basically embarrassed himself. You know what I mean? And the people seeing that you do a lot of lying, Wack. You know, you still ain't produced the paperwork that you said you had with T Grizzly. You still ain't produced it yet.
He said that he's going to contact Shooter's lawyer to get the paperwork directly from Shooter's lawyer. So Wack asked him, well, why isn't that if it's a document that's been used to make a decision about whether this man gets charged or not, or whether he is charged or not, why isn't this a matter of public record?
Right.
Chat in the building, DZ.
Yeah, appreciate the super chat. JR gets bread. This was fire, DZ and Dogface. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, listen, man. Shout out to everybody that sent the super chats. If I didn't say your name or anything, I appreciate you. You know, solid, man. You know, we gonna keep going in nonstop. Y'all know we here. You feel me? And you know, we go back for the late night show as well at 12:30 a.m. East Coast time, 9:30 p.m. West Coast time. So we gonna keep rocking this shit. We go live twice a day, and we ain't gonna stop. You know, we putting that work in. We gonna make sure that the exposer that he calls himself, which we say is the snake, gets all the way exposed. But I think here we go right here.
No information other than just helping with a Larry Hoover project. Hey, the fans just called my phone 2 hours ago.
What they say?
On Power, I recorded all that.
So they be on here listening.
Yeah, they're using. Yeah, Phoenix, where you at? You on here?
Hold on, one mic on Wack. What happened, Wack?
The fans just called my phone 2 hours ago.
What they were talking about?
I seen it, right? So first, you know, I've been trying to get game passport cleared. I said, maybe it's the, you know, the passport people, right? So I said, I ain't gonna answer. Let me put the recorder on, then call. I called back. Niggas straight fans. So they asked me, have I been threatened? I said, what? Threatened by? What are you talking about? They talking about the boy, right? So that let me know they on his line. They didn't heard something. Right? I do what a real nigga supposed to do and clean it all the way up, like the best of friends, whatever, you know, no issue.
Yeah, right.
Let's just say this real quick. You know damn well the feds is not calling your phone to have a conversation.
And asking you, are you being threatened?
Come on, they gonna come pick your ass up. It ain't no call you and talk to you. The feds coming to see you, they gonna pick your ass up. Let's go. And they taking you down. We gonna talk in here where everything is monitored, video recorded, so we can have all the evidence. They're not calling on the phone. It might not even be you. Yeah, come on, man.
Listen, hey DZ, hey Wack 100, you bitch ass nigga, this is for you.
You big dummy. You big dummy. Dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did?
Who the fuck you think you fooling, Wack?
Crazy. Let's play this shit, dog face.
Let's go.
Man, they pressing. What about the late? Nah, never. Just negotiations going on with the attorneys. I don't know where you getting this from. Blase. But it's letting me know they didn't heard something on that man line, on his line over there. I kept it 100. I kept it all the way solid. Actually, YG, I'm finna send it to you so you can hear it.
Houston.
It's Texas.
Yeah,
you know, YG. I just
they got something on the line. He's talking.
No, he talking. He talking.
Definitely.
They had him on the line. I did, nigga. Phoenix, you got a thing?
Yep, I just got it.
You got it.
I'm on mute because I'm at the arcade, but I'm listening.
Who got the thing? Play that.
You want me to play it?
Play it. You niggas need to know how to deal with this case in that situation.
Play that.
Hold on. Everybody meet up.
How y'all deal with this? Y'all know me and this nigga don't see eye to eye, but you got to now I see how niggas get caught up.
Yes, sir. And James Prince Sr.?
I wouldn't have no information other than just me helping with a Larry Hoover project.
Okay, yes, sir. Well, that's what I'm kind of wanting to talk to you about.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with me working on a Larry Hoover project?
No, sir. No, nothing's wrong whatsoever with
This
it.
shit's so fake.
I'm glad someone
This
is
shit's so fake. I mean, that's not how one first call and talk to a motherfucker.
Never.
Information has been provided that you've had some disagreements with Mr. Prince.
Impersonating an FBI agent. That's a lot of balls.
I know who he is, but I don't have no issues with Mr. Prince.
Okay. So,
I mean, a disagreement is a disagreement. I don't know how that factors in the FBI.
You ain't supposed to be saying that.
I think Mr. Twitter.
Who the fuck is this? Call my lawyer.
Also YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you a snitch and you calling him one and all of that.
They found this actor at on Clubhouse.
Information that there was possibly a disagreement.
On Clubhouse.
Yeah,
A white woman.
Even if we
Yeah.
did do that, why would that be interest of the FBI? Because neither one of us have any bearing cases pending against one another. We have never done any business with one another. Far as I know, Mr. Prince is a businessman as I am. So, regardless of what we said to each other, as far as a snitch and not being a snitch, like why would that be interest of the FBI? That's what's kind of confusing to me.
Okay, no, I can explain that. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with that
Nigga as seasoned as Wack is, been in prison, been in the streets. You gonna have an elongated conversation? Call my lawyer. I'm telling you. First of all, you asked me about when I'm being threatened. I'm not gonna have no conversation about that. I'm gonna hang up on you.
No threats have been made, nor do I feel threatened. Two men get angry, two men say things. We've both been in each other's presence from time to time. I know his children. Nah, not at all. I don't feel threatened.
Crazy.
You guys know that I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it's just, the daily bullshit propaganda that happens on social media.
Oh, yes, sir, I understand that, but I think you could kind of understand that sometimes things go past social media, and we were providing information that possibly that something went beyond that, and so we're just calling to clarify and make sure that you haven't been threatened, or anyone that you know that have been threatened by him or his associates regarding the disputes that you've had over social media, over YouTube, over Instagram, and all of that.
No, Mr. Prince has an issue. Any threats towards me, I don't feel threatened.
Crazy.
Is this bullshit?
I've said to him the same things he said to me, and that's just two men saying things. I don't think it's that serious of a situation. As far as I know, Mr. Prince is continuing his business. He's in his community as I am. I don't even understand. Like I said, I don't know what you guys have going on, what you guys heard. That's above my reach. But me personally, no, I haven't got any threats, nor do I feel threatened by the man.
Okay, so are y'all working together on the Free Larry Hoover project?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's not the ownership of the project is not mine. It belongs to somebody else. I'm just assisting that individual.
No,
but I did put the attorneys in contact with their family attorney. So at this point, it's not even a conversation between me and Jay Prince. It's a conversation between the individual who owns the content on my side, attorney, and the Hoover family attorney. So it's, for the last month or so, you haven't heard me and Mr. Prince say really anything to each other because there's no need to.
It's easy.
Okay, understandable. Mr. Jones, was there ever, I know there was a...
This is supposed to be a recorded phone call
I don't know,
with the feds.
did she record an interview?
Recording
I
the
don't have
FBI.
Her name, present, but she's out of LA, and she recorded a video with Mr. Hoover at one time. Are you familiar with that?
Somebody recording a video with Mr. Hoover?
Or an interview. She conducted an interview.
Oh, yeah, we have 5 hours of interview.
Yes, sir. And at any point... Okay, and it was a female, correct? I don't have her name with me at this exact moment.
I don't have her name with me.
Woman that owns it.
Yes, sir. And let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of any information that Mr. Prince or his associate has tried to request that information, the video from her?
Oh, no. Well, I'm the one that alerted him that the footage was real and tried to merge a deal with them because they own the night rights. This is the rights of a regular documentary that was recorded while he was in prison. So I just try to bring the two parties together to see if they can make it one big situation. So,
yes, sir. And so who owns the rights to that interview?
The lady who has the footage, she has the contract. I have the contract. I forward the contracts to the family attorneys. She's been on it since 1998.
The feds give a fuck about who owns the right to the shit that, is this supposed to be real?
This is what he said. This is a real call from the FBI. They called.
The negotiations are still going on. But that's his business. Nothing wrong with him negotiating.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not implying that whatsoever. Just some information that we received was that the documentary, the businesswoman didn't want to really give up the documentary, and possibly could have been.
It's crazy.
So the feds are going to call you to inquire about Jay Prince, Larry Hoover documentary over the phone, and this conversation is going to go on that long, and you haven't verified that the person you're even talking to is a
crazy
lawyer.
It's crazy. I sent you the kick too.
You sent me the kick.
Yeah, it's in your email. It's crazy.
Man, put that guy, keep on playing that shit. Let me hear that shit, dude. Shit.
Crazy.
I don't know anything about her being pressured. She had a conversation on my phone. It was just a simple business conversation. When you're doing business, there's always offer. Either you're going to accept the offer or you're going to continue to negotiate. So as of right now, we're still negotiating. She's negotiating. It's just the two attorneys are talking and they're figuring it out. Other than that, Mr. Prince has been a close friend to the Hoover family. He's done a lot of business, overseen a lot of business, so the man is well in his right to attempt to negotiate. But that's all it was negotiations, no more, no less.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for talking to me. If you want to keep my number and anything comes up, or you hear of anything dealing with any type of threat or
Yo, you're talking to somebody in the camera.
Mic on. It ain't over with. It ain't over with. It's not over with. Let it keep playing.
See, that's right there. He talking.
Let it keep playing. It ain't over.
That's exclusive in the Beehive.
Keep playing in.
He talking too much on that telephone.
Everybody mute up. Everybody mute up. Play the end. Y'all got to know how to handle it.
And so we just have to follow up. And so I just thought I would talk to you directly instead of, just
these things are all in fun and games. A lot of times we play the media because we got events coming up. We got artists and things coming up. You know what I mean? So, kind of like the social media is not all real. A lot of it is fictional. A lot of it is just, it's pre-thought out to put some attention on something we want you to look at, but me and Mr. Prince, we're good. The lady who has the footage, she's good. The attorneys are talking. I can forward you my counsel's number. His name is Alex Kessel. You want to get a hold of me?
You did that shit 20 minutes ago.
We can take it from there. But other than that, there's no problems on this side. And I would hope to believe there's no problems on Mr. Prince's side.
Yes, sir. No, and I'm not saying that there is. We're just following up. Y'all two are both well-known individuals, pillars in your community, like you said. But I think you can also understand our point of view that sometimes people in general kind of take one side or the other, and they take it a little bit too far. And I'm not saying Mr. Prince has taken anything too far. I'm not saying you have taken anything too far. Just as you know, when it becomes publicized, other people can take it a little bit too far. So I was just calling to make sure that everything was good, that you're safe, that you don't feel threatened in any way, that everything was good.
Not at all. Not at all.
Great. Well, yeah. If you want to phone me, again, I don't necessarily need your counsel's number. But if you want to forward it to me, absolutely you can. If you want to reach out, that's fine. My
listening to his name. His name is Alex Kessel. Been my attorney for many years. That way, if you can give him a call next time. I usually call him. I didn't really know what this was about. I saw the number. I didn't know if it was a prank call or what it was. I get so many calls every day, so I just happened to call back, and I guess you are the real deal thing. So, but, for the record, I don't feel threatened by Mr. Prince. I have no issues with Mr. Prince. He has no issues with me. The business is being sought out and dealt with through her attorney and their family attorney.
Yes, sir. I completely understand. And Mr. Jones, I certainly appreciate you giving me a call back.
Okay, no problem.
All right, take care.
That's how you handle them.
That's a G way to handle it.
Enemy or not, you don't never cooperate. And I'm knowing they getting at me because they heard something on his side.
Listen to this shit.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
You already know that. The way she said that and everything.
Crazy. All they wanted me to say is I felt that way in any kind of way.
She already knew that. She was looking for the slip up of one where you said something wrong. She was looking for that.
This bumper, somebody around him, but they on his line, one or two. Somebody, but she said that they got the information. Somebody around him, wherever them conversations he having, it then got back.
Oh, she probably got
that. Her little snitch went back. I just heard this is going down.
Yo, the nigga run plays. This what these niggas is doing on the internet. And I'm sitting there starting to notice this shit. Now, I didn't know.
So this is why academics, do they have something on academics that would academics is no fool. He's built a media empire that is almost unlike none other. So why enough? Bro, that shit was the most ridiculous, dumbest. Man, bro, that shit make my stomach hurt listening to that stupid ass shit.
Crazy.
Right? All that shit just to say that Jay Prince's phone is tapped and somebody over there is talking to the feds and the feds, they over there talking crazy and
oh man.
Hey DZ, I throw this motherfucking phone through this goddamn computer screen.
Dude, definitely crazy.
Shit.
Yeah.
DZ, take us out, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Man, I appreciate all y'all that tuned in to SBGB TV and Dogface, the YouTube streets. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share the content. And we going in, man. We gonna continue to keep exposing Wack nonstop. And y'all know, man, y'all can tune in to me every day. Late night, 12:30 a.m. East Coast time, 9:30 p.m. West Coast time. And then I do a live different times throughout the day. Dogface, you can tell them on what you do, brother.
Hey, listen, my name is Dogface Calderon, a.k.a. the most dangerous voice in Detroit. Listen, Real Life Street Stars. Go watch my interview on Real Life Street Stars Part 1. I did 2 interviews back to back. Part 1 of Part 1. The first interview is out now. Go like, share, subscribe. SBGB TV, Dogface TV Podcast Unleashed. Shout out to my whole YouTube street squad. Y'all know what it is, man. DZ, that shit that you just played is the stupidest shit. And if a person took that seriously,
they tripping. Crazy.
Listen, if you took that seriously, before we go, this one's for you.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no.
That's for you.